All right, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around for day 2 and sticking around for day. I'm still tired, y'all. I don't even know what I'm doing. Second day serving in Ireland. I think that's what I'm talking about. Oh, God. I need help. Day 2 serving in Ireland. So breakfast that morning, it was amazing. I think that morning I know I didn't do the Irish breakfast again. I think day 2 I had scrambled eggs and bacon. So I didn't take a picture of that because I didn't have my phone. My phone was on the charger. But the very first thing I did is Brad and I actually went for a prayer walk that morning. We just wanted to get out and just kind of get our minds right because we were going through a devotional together. So just kind of dedicating the day to God and just opening ourselves up to what God had for us, making some plans for what we were going to do with the kids that day. And it was just really good way for us to get our minds right. So on the way to the B&B, on the way to the school for kids camp, I was able to talk to Miss Lori. She and I had combined our teams because we had the same age groups. And we were making plans for what we were going to do to try to get our kids to help connect to each other. So I wanted to kind of go deeper than just, hey, what's your favorite color or what's your favorite candy? Because these kids are smart. They're very, very smart. They're very intelligent. And what I love most about it is I found out that Ireland has a very diverse community. There's Brazilians, there's South Africans, there's people from Czech Republic. There's some other places I'm not even familiar with. Again, I'm from a small city in Tennessee. I don't know that much about the world. And it was amazing that I was able to learn from the kids. I was so blown away. So I had these 3 little girls. They were sisters. And when it came snack time that day, I remembered our conversation that me and Miss Lori and I had. And I just said, okay, so where's everybody from? And one of the girls, I believe she was 12 years old. And while we're all exchanging snacks, trying each other's different foods and different flavors from the snacks, so I don't like this one, I like that one, we're all sharing, she says, well, I'm from South Africa. And that really blew me away because I was like, man, you know what? This whole time I'm listening to her accent, I would have assumed she was English or something. I would have thought she was from England or somewhere like that. But she said she was from South Africa, and I thought that was amazing. And another girl in my group said she was from Sri Lanka, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So one little girl, she was 4 years old, y'all. This child was 4 years old. And I just went ahead and I asked her, I was like, I said, are you Irish? And she said, well, I live in Navan, and I do speak Irish in the home, but and she just started stumbling. She was trying to figure out, she couldn't remember where her parents were from. But it was amazing that I was just blown away that she was already ready to go into that conversation. I was like, this girl is 4 years old and she's already got her family tree laid out. She just needs to get a few vocabulary words together and she's good to go. I just thought that was amazing. I was so blown away. I was like, wow, God, look at where we are right now. Look at your children. Look at this environment that you have me in. I was blown away. I thought it was amazing. So that day was really, really awesome getting to play with the kids. It was fun to actually give them candy. In Ireland, they don't call it candy. They call them sweets. And they're like, do you have sweets? Can we have sweets? And I'm like, sure, you can have sweets. And, just learning the other vocabulary. They don't call trash, they call trash rubbish. And they don't call a trash can, they call it a bin. And I'm like, one girl came up to me, she's like, where's the bin? And I thought she said bed. I'm like, girl, I don't know where your bed is. Your bed is at your house or something. But she was like, no, where's the bin? And I'm like, I went and asked for help because I didn't know what to tell her. I didn't understand what she was asking me for. But anyway, so the day ended. Everybody went home with their parents. I got to meet a couple of the parents. I got to tell them about how well their kids did in camp that day. I got to show off their arts and crafts because they had a great time in arts and crafts. They really enjoyed themselves. And got to show off some of the Legos that they built. They built some awesome stuff. I wish I could have taken photos and videos to show you all, but it was just amazing. You guys, the impact and the joy that the kids had. It was amazing. So going to after kids camp, we went to the hotel and we had lunch. That day I did eat from, I think that day, I don't even remember what I had for lunch, y'all. We ate so much in Ireland. I'm sorry. I couldn't even get photos of it all, but we ate a lot. And then we went back to working on the wall. So we made more progress on the wall. We hit some bumps in the road. Saw broke. We had to get a saw. I think it rained on us that day. A couple things like that happened. So, but we made it work. We worked through it. It was awesome. We were able to still make good progress, and we were really, really proud of it that day. And the second day, we actually went to another family's house, and we had dinner. It was amazing. She made a roast beef, and it was beef. Yeah, it was beef. She made a roast beef, and she made mashed potatoes and carrots, and she made the most amazing cheesecake. She made the most amazing cheesecake ever. I'm telling you, it was amazing. My favorite part of the trip was desserts. As far as food, desserts were the best thing. I'm telling you, it was amazing. So, after dessert, they broke out cards and they were playing spades and all that type stuff. And I don't know how to play cards. My parents always told me, "Don't worry, you'll learn how to play cards when you get to college." I got to college and left. That they didn't teach me any cards. That wasn't one of my courses. But we went walking around the neighborhood, and it was really interesting to see their houses. Miss Lori had made some interesting observations about their license plates look different, and this is different and that's different, and we're like, wow, this is really something. And we felt like such American tourists that we just started doing stupid stuff. We were taking pictures of bushes and and just doing stupid stuff. It's like, hey, we're American tourists and we look like it. But it was really, really fun. We enjoyed that day. So yeah, I didn't take a lot of footage that day, but it was an awesome day. It really, really was an amazing day, and another day that I'm really grateful for. So, moving on to day 3, serving in Ireland.